Alqubit. IT as an expression of art.
Hello, welcome to Alqubit again. My name is Borislav Atachev and I am the founder of Alqubit. Today I want to present you another evolution of my cinematic video set. I'm totally beyond any excitement about this. I have reached real professional quality. I've had an issue during the last weeks with the two cameras that I was unable to set a very good level, in coherent way, the colors tuning between the two cameras. And I thought that was the lens. I'm using a Cine lens, 7 Artisan Cine lens, Vision series. Everything is manual. There is no set that is automatic. Everything is fine-tuned manual. Manual focus, manual aperture, manual shutter speed, manual white balance, everything. So I've got the follow focus for the second, because with the aperture that I have, I'm using the lens with aperture, the Cine lens are not f something, they are t something, and those lenses are with aperture really fast lens. It is beyond any excellent. 1.05, and I'm trying to be as open as fast as possible. That is the jargon. It's as open the lens as possible, and have set them both on around 1.4. T1.4. Why is that? Because it's too much light, first of all. So I need to increase the shutter speed, but it breaks the proportions. I'm filming in 25 frames per second. This equals that the shutter speed needs to be 150. And after that, ISO, I have set it in 100. And with that set triangle sets, I need to adjust in order to have the proportional field of view, deep, and the blurry background. My objective is to have the blurry background. It's not so blurry because it's only 2 meters behind me. So with everything that is quite complex reasoning, I have set 1.4, and in that setting, if I open more the lens or increase the speed, the space between I am in focus diminishes. So I could get out of focus only if I move like that little. If I'm completely open the lens. So I set it in 1.4. So I have around 30 centimeters in which I am very well in focus. And there is a quite good amount of bokeh effect as well. So I've got an excellent camera monitor, which is this one. And with this monitor, I've been able to fine-tune my settings. In reality, what I thought that I'm using the cameras without any picture profile. I don't register anything on the cameras. I'm using them only as a sensor 4K with the lens and with the connection, direct connection in HDMI and the settings. And this one is where is going the audio in order to end into OBS as a default. But I don't use, even in one of the cameras, I don't have even, I didn't bought the memory, I don't need, and I just bought 100, I will put it inside here because I don't register absolutely anything. The camera is sensor only. And with that sensor, without settings, I've had very big difference in the color. This one was too bright, too saturated, and I was between all the settings and tweaks. I was unable to fine tune. I have swapped initially the capture card that I have, and it seems to be not dependent from the capture card. I thought that it is kind of different character of the lens that they have, because the cinema lens has character. They are not super crisp, they are not super sharp, they are kind of characteristic way of optic specifics that make the image more cinematic. And they usually, in the last time, they're with automatic focus as well, but they're usually fully manual. And I thought that there is a different hue between the lenses. I thought that this one is more into the orange, but that actually wasn't the case. What was the problem? I have two cards. One I got here because my access to the memory is always based on the time. I first got an Elgato game capture 4K 60 Pro MK2, which is PCI, and is inside my DL380 G9. Very rumorous, very noisy, and it works perfectly. And with the second camera, I've got a cam link that cost half the price, and I don't have, unfortunately, more space, PCI slots. So Elgato cam link 4K. I have set both camera in 4K because I like how it appears, and as a capture I prefer to have 4K 25 frames per second. And what I was, based on the initial troubleshooting, I thought that it was the issue of the cam link, the last cam link 4K, which is basically the little thing that is only inside the USB and HDMI, like adapter, the little card. But with this monitor, I was able absolutely immediately to understand that it's with double, triple troubleshooting, with connecting even directly to the cams. I saw that that wasn't the case. So I ended up to look up on the settings of this Elgato Capture, and I discovered that it has it is primarily for gamers, teenagers, gamers, this kind of customers about this card. So it has baseline set points extremely out of the optimal position, as it's considered cinematic, about the color saturation and white balance. So it was by default in very strange, very colorish, spicy way. And I've had to set up, I had also to delete all the scenes because I've had nested scenes. I wasn't able to understand which card ends up where, so it was because you can change, the name remains the old name, but the card actually is the other. So it is was quite messy. So I deleted everything. I set up perfectly manually with the very useful help of this beautiful monitor. And I've been able to fine tune exactly. Now I have the both cameras. Those lights are set at 2700 kelvins. My white balance is at 2700 Kelvin as well. And I've been able to fine tune the same. You can see now that it is the difference with before, that they look absolutely the same color profile. It's much more natural. And this has been of immense help, this monitor. I'm having now here directly the live scene of my OBS, the server that is here. I'm watching the big monitor that are the both scenes, and I'm switching with my Stream Deck. And with the help of this monitor, it is very advanced monitor. It is a very new model. I got initially Free World F6, but I don't know, probably it was an issue with the USB power, I don't know, probably, but as soon as I was switching the menus, it was constantly going into reset cycles. So I have immediately returned it, and I ordered that. It was a couple days of Prime offered, only 30 euros of difference. This is completely aluminium. This is Viltrox DC-X2 2000 nits, and I've been able to set I'm using the focus color picking with the focus in order to set it properly, and I've been able absolutely in this zone here to set it at the millimeter. both of them. And I have used false color, and it is absolutely on the diagonal, perfect for the right skin tone. It has at least 20 settings and parameters with which you can absolutely optimize, and without you cannot do. It is 4 times bigger than from the camera. You just watching the figure. You cannot, and the camera don't have all those settings. And I'm watching even the proportions of the scene. How centered am I? Now I am perfectly in the center. And it's been incredible evolution. I'm super. Now I have set the audio perfectly. I'm more and more using. Initially, I've got Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve and Adobe Premier Pro. I had the subscription for that, so it is always the last one to 2024 and 2025 now in beta. Today I have installed, and I'm in more and more with Premiere Pro. I very like it. Kind of messy interface here and there, and if you do something that it don't like it, I've got into constant crashes, and the way that I have solved it to rename the directory structure in order to not go in there when there is some file that got corrupted. But I've been able to color grade, optimize my levels, my audios. From now on, the last 3 videos had been totally with the audio in post-production optimized with more podcasty sound, and it is incredible. And I'm entering more and more into the more sophisticated way to do the editing of the video from the very start. The last one that I was usually doing in Canva to add the background music. Actually, into the Premiere Pro, there is a function that you set the background music and it flows dynamically and keeps the volume at the appropriate, because based on the dynamic of the music. In Canva, you set one and there is for the entire track. And this one is dynamic based on your voice, based on the background music. It is light years of differences. And now we'll use it more and more. So my video production game is rising, and now we do better and better productions. I have set perfectly even in order to be able to start and stop the recording from the other office. I have here the Stream Deck on the phone, and it behaves absolutely the same way. And you can see here the flips, and it is immediate, absolutely perfect. What other? I have I took a few cables in order to optimize. Here is at 90 degree. I have recabled everything, much more cleaner, much more sophisticated way, much more logical, ordered. Everything is flowing, everything is, I have here the perfect audio volume. I have here the perfect video scene. So I'm quite, I became very professional at this. So I wanted only to share this exciting activity that I've been doing, and it is very fun, first of all, but very useful for me. I want to develop the business and to share my knowledge, to share my figure in public with my production, with my work, with the marketing material that I'm building and I'm sharing constantly for Alqubit, and this will be the path, the right path. I can even develop part of the business for this kind of production and content creation. Let's see how the future will develop. And this is for today. It's the last thing. As I'm constantly investing, you can see that I have a new figure behind. I have this gobo. They're not cheap, unfortunately, but I reached 36 figures on the background figures. They're this kind of metal figures. Unfortunately, they are not all beautiful. So from 36, I have around 10 that I can use, because the others are very boring, like palms, like bubbles, all this stuff that is pointless. But this is how they sell them. And today he has arrived this one, which I like. And so I'm investing constantly in improving and knowledge, and this will be the path. This is everything for today. We will see you soon again. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.